Hello and welcome to MBC News with me, Marcus Basanje, alongside Lynn Lemponda, my sign language interpreter tonight. Our top stories. President Chakwera hails the Muslim World League for complementing government efforts in promoting the welfare of vulnerable groups. Malawi Electoral Commission urges organizations accredited to carry out elections civic education to promote participation of all stakeholders, including voters. School feeding touted to be essential in combating malnutrition amongst school-going children. President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera has hailed the Muslim World League for its steadfastness in helping Malawi deal with challenges such as disasters and for investing in human capital development through education for orphans and the less privileged. Dr. Chakwera was speaking in Lilongwe during an event to celebrate 25 years of support the organization rendered to Malawi. Isaac Jali has a report.
For the past 25 years, the Muslim World League, a Saudi Arabia-based charity, has helped thousands of orphans get an education, provide health services, potable water, as well as support widows, among many programs. Speaking during celebrations to mark 25 years of these programs in Malawi, State President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera discussed how various Muslim World League programs have benefited Malawians and said the organization is a true friend to Malawi. Dr. Chakwera said when Malawi was hit by El Nino and his subsequent declaration that many districts in the country are in a state of disaster, the Muslim World League was one of the first organizations to respond, supporting over 200,000 households with relief food in 23 districts of the country. Dr. Chakwera said this is why he felt obliged to be part of the celebrations.
I believe that Malawians need to know that through the support of the Muslim World League, a network of villages here in Lilongwe is being connected to clean water as we speak. I believe that Malawians need to know that through the support of the Muslim World League, we distributed 300 metric tons of maize flour to people with disabilities in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic. I believe that Malawians need to know that through the support of the Muslim World League, thousands of orphans in our country are receiving an education because of 8.5 billion kwacha orphan allowances program that was launched last year.
Also taking to the podium, Secretary General of the Muslim World League, Dr. Muhammad bin Abdul Karim Al Issa, commended President Chakwera and First Lady, Madam Monica Chakwera, for their untiring efforts to support vulnerable children and orphans in the country through various initiatives. He also commended the President for creating a conducive environment for non-state actors such as their organization to operate. Hence, he prayed for continued brotherhood between Malawi and Saudi Arabia.
ونحن نؤكد دائما بأن هذه الأعمال الخيرية إنما هي واجبنا نحو إخوتنا في جمهورية ملاوي.
And we always reiterate that these humanitarian work that we undertake, they are our obligation towards our brothers and sisters in Malawi.
فنحن إخوة وعندما نقدم هذه المساعدات نقدم واجبا يجب علينا.
Because we are brothers and sisters, and when we are doing our part, then we are fulfilling our obligation toward our brothers and sisters.
Earlier, Minister of Social Welfare, Jean Sendeza, also commended the Muslim World League for providing potable water and shelter to orphans and widows in the country. She said this resonates well with Malawi government's social protection initiatives, such as social cash transfer, through which the ultra-poor families, including child-headed families, receive cash. During the function, a number of Muslim World League beneficiaries gave testimonies of how the charity has transformed their lives through education. Isaac Jali, MBC, Lilongwe.
Vice President of Malawi, Dr. Michael Usi, says his trip to Rwanda has helped to strengthen bilateral ties between the two nations. Dr. Usi was speaking at Kamuzu International Airport in Lilongwe on arrival from Rwanda after attending President Paul Kagame's inauguration ceremony. Austin Fukula has filed this report, read by Emmanuel Chikonso.
The Vice President highlighted areas such as security and political consultations that he said are currently benefiting the two countries. Dr. Usi said during the inauguration ceremony he learned that Rwandese people are patriotic and united, attributes that Malawi can emulate to achieve its aspiration. He cited 11 memoranda of understandings that are yet to be signed that will be beneficial to the two countries.
First of all, let me thank the State President, Dr. Chakwera, for delegating me to represent him and the people of Malawi. Is an honor. We have learned quite a number of things. Let's talk about patriotism. You cannot pursue two different agendas which are conflicting and achieve development in a country. And we are also looking at other MOUs, 11 of them which have not been signed yet. We hope Malawi and Rwanda will meet in Kigali, because the first took place in Malawi. In that we are strengthening the ties between the two countries.
Dr. Usi, who was delegated by the country's president at the inauguration event, also engaged Malawians living in Rwanda who have shown interest to come back to Malawi.
Vice President Dr. Michael Usi says there is a lot that Malawi can emulate from Rwanda with regard to discipline and environmental health. Speaking after completing his assignment in Rwanda, Dr. Usi described the two aspects as catalysts for development. Kumbukani Piri has filed this report.
Michael Usi says there are many lessons that he has taken home with him, key among them being unity of purpose, discipline and cleanliness. Dr. Usi observed that Rwanda had risen from the ashes of genocide because of unity. He said this is what builds a nation. On cleanliness, Dr. Usi said Kigali was the cleanest city in Africa, and he had brought along with him the mayor of Lilongwe City to learn lessons that could be implemented back home.
Unity is very, very important for national development. When people are united, they achieve a lot. It's where somebody plants, the other one weeds, the other one applies fertilizer, the other one waters. You achieve a lot because you have one goal, and then you share, areas of focus. At the end of the day, you go far. So unity is very, very critical. I'm saying this because what I've observed in Rwanda is that people are united. I've seen what happened in the stadium, and also the discipline on the roads. Because for anybody to achieve anything, you need some kind of discipline that governs that particular focus. So I would say in general, Rwandese, they have displayed that character, that they are united, they are focused, and that's what we should emulate as a nation.
The Vice President also met the Malawian community staying in Rwanda. He urged them to invest back home, and he said government was putting in place modalities to ensure that expatriates are able to participate in the country's development.
Well, they are asking about, coming home. What should they expect? For example, investments. They don't want to come to Malawi and people should say, where have you been? They want to feel welcome, they want to feel at home. So I was assuring them that, for Malawi to know exactly what they want, they should communicate those that want to invest in what and who do they want to partner with.
Adubere Zamaere is chairperson of Malawians residing in Rwanda. Vice President Dr. Michael Usi was delegated by President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera to represent him at the inauguration of President Paul Kagame, who has taken on oath of office for another 5-year term. Kumbukani Piri, NBC News, Kigali, Rwanda.
The Malawi Electoral Commission, MEC, has asked organizations that have been accredited to carry out civic education for the forthcoming general elections to promote participation of all stakeholders, including prospective voters. MEC Commissioner Dr. Limbikani Kamlungera made the remarks in Mzuzu during an orientation training with organizations on the latest elections development. Dr. Kamlongera further advised the organizations to remain apolitical as they embark on the civic education. She spoke to Chisomo Banda.
One of the critical issues that I would hope and encourage CSOs to focus on is to ensure that they are on message in as far as what the Malawi Electoral Commission is telling them to do, to ensure that people are not confused, but also to ensure that every eligible member or citizen comes out to and exercises their vote. People are people, but largely that's been encouraged to ensure that there is integrity within the electoral process, so that no one comes back tomorrow and says, you know what, Meg sent out this particular individual under this CSO to say such and such. So to avoid all of those issues and to ensure integrity within the electoral process, we're just saying that should someone have interest in running in whatever role next year, then let them declare now so that there are no entanglements further down the road.
Program Manager for Punzirani Development Organization, Kinya Mlooga, said one of the main focus areas of their organization is to address the disadvantages of handouts and highlight the importance of issue-based campaigns.
A number of activities. Our theme for this coming election is we'll look into specific issues like the issue-based campaign, but we want to expand it because there are some candidates who they feel they are doing issue-based, but they are just cheating people. So we'll also focus much on the handouts and the fake promises. So this is what we have aligned up, because we want to complement the 2025 elections to be credible elections. We don't want to have another electoral justice where people could go and demonstrate against the electoral body.
You are watching MBC News with me, Marcus Pasanje, and my sign language interpreter, Lynn Limponda. Remember, you can access all MBC digital platforms by scanning the QR code at the top right corner of your TV screen. A reminder of our top stories. President Chakwera hails the Muslim World League for complementing government efforts in promoting the welfare of vulnerable groups. Malawi Electoral Commission urges organizations accredited to carry out elections civic education to promote participation of all stakeholders, including voters. School feeding, touted to be essential in combating malnutrition amongst school-going children.
Soko matu ku Maranatha sizikuteleke titatsekula Maranatha Capital Girls Academy makolo munalankhula tinamva munati mukufuna sukulu ya pamwamba ku Capitolo ya Nyamata ndiye tadzanayo tsopano Maranatha Capital Boys Academy. Malo ake ndi abwino kwambiri 50 km kuchokera ku Lilongwe pamponera penipeni paja padali mbode motel. Chakudya ndi hotel standard kukamba za maphunziro mukudziwa kale inu yonse limaphweketsayi funsa ku university iliyonse ya mdziko muno mukamva kuti hafu ya ana kumeneko anachokera ku Maranatha. Izizi sizomaganizaso kawiri katatu leloli. Imbani foni pa 0888 993 232 0993 832 832 kapena 0991 276 273. Anyamata onse ofuna kupita ku university chaka chamawa akukhamukira kumene kuku ku Maranatha Capital Boys Academy chifukwa tubaja zikakanika kwenaku ukuku ku Maranatha zimateka.
Welcome to St. Peter's Private Schools in Imponela, where we prepare our students for the future with excellence, diversity and innovation. St. Peter's Private Schools in Imponela offers a wide range of academic programs that cater for the interests and abilities of our students. Our teachers are qualified, experienced and dedicated to helping learners achieve their goals. We have 3 schools under St. Peter's Private Schools. We have a primary school, boys' secondary school, and a girls' secondary school at your disposal. Science and technology are crucial in today's world. We have audio visual learning facilities, state-of-the-art laboratory, and a modern and well-equipped library. At St. Peter's Private Schools in Imponera, we also celebrate our diversity and our culture. We also prepare our students for the next stage of their lives. So what are you waiting for? Join us at St. Peter's Private Schools in Imponera today and discover your potential. St. Peter's Private Schools in Imponera.
Welcome back. The First Lady, Madam Monica Chakwera, has hailed the Muslim World League for providing potable water to rural masses in Malawi. Madam Chakwera was speaking at Lisoka Trading Center in Lilongwe after she officially opened a 30,000-litre solar-powered borehole project, which will benefit people from the areas of 3 senior chiefs in Lilongwe. Maeso Chikadzula reports.
Muslim World League, which implements various projects in Malawi in areas of agriculture, health and potable water, has lived up to its word, as it has provided a 30,000 litres water project at Lisoka Trading Center in Lilongwe Rural. Speaking during the official opening of the project that will benefit at least 3,000 people around Lisoka, Madam Monica Chakwera hailed the Muslim World League for coming up with the valuable project. She said the water reservoir will go a long way in changing the lives of people in the area, as women used to walk long distances to fetch water. The situation, she said, often led to the spread of waterborne diseases.
Shining example of how through unity and shared humanity we can overcome challenges and uplift our communities. Let us remember that this is just the beginning. Together we can build on this foundation to continue addressing the needs of our people, whether it be in education, healthcare, or infrastructure.
In his remarks, Muslim World League Secretary General Muhammad bin Abdul Karim Al Isa said the 6 tanks which have been installed will be using 2 solar-powered submersive pumps to distribute water to 8 kiosks which have been installed around the village. He said the organization will continue to work with the government of Malawi in various projects. He also commended the First Lady for the work she is doing through her Shaping Our Future Foundation.
هذا اليوم بحضور معالي السيدة الأولى.
Of course, we highly appreciate the humanitarian work already taking place in the Republic of Malawi through the prestigious foundation of the First Lady.
Minister of Water and Sanitation Abidamia assured people in the area that the Chakwera administration will make sure that people have pure potable water. She also hailed the president for bringing in various donors that are helping the country.
We'd like to appreciate His Excellency for bringing our donor partners on board from the Muslim World League and the Secretary General for the Muslim World League, who has come to Malawi also for talks with His Excellency. We are really impressed with the project he's brought here to Kasia that will be feeding into 6 villages. It's 30,000 litres of water to be stored here, which is massive. It's almost $150,000 project.
Various women around Lisoka said the coming of the water project will help in dealing with the problem of waterborne disease in the area. Parliamentarian for Lilongwe Northwest Mphatso Boti said the water project has come at the right time as people in the area have been using water from unhygienic sources. For the past 25 years, Muslim World League has been supporting Malawians with urgent disaster relief. The Muslim World League is an international Islamic non-governmental organization NGO based in Mecca, Saudi Arabia. Maeso Chikadzula, MBC News, Lilongwe.
Director of Education Planning in the Ministry of Education, Victoria Geresomo, says school feeding is essential in combating malnutrition amongst school-going children, and government intends to ensure wider coverage of the program. Director of Education Planning in the Ministry, says the school feeding program is essential for combating malnutrition among school-going children. She said government intends to ensure a wider coverage of the program to reach schools across the country by 2030. Paul Mlooga has filed this report.
According to the Director of Education Planning in the Ministry of Education, Victoria Geresomo, there is need for continuity in the feeding program in primary schools. She said notable positive changes have been spotted as research has shown improvement in children's health, which she says has also contributed to increased school enrollment in primary schools.
Today, we are launching the National School Health Nutrition Policy following the study that was carried out. You know, as a government, we've been implementing a number of interventions, such as the school feeding program. We also carry out the water, sanitation, and health in our respective schools.
Director of Partnerships, Operations and Awards Management at Save the Children, Chakwera Mundhari, said the policy will enhance good nutrition amongst primary school children, as well as help to reduce stunted growth amongst children. He then pledged continued support to Malawi government.
Yeah, so the background, there is this project that we are implementing, a special project. It is under Momentum Country and Global Leadership. So basically, in Malawi, the project is trying to strengthen the school health and nutrition policy with the aim of making sure that education that is delivered to learners is of high quality.
Currently, the school feeding program is happening in about 35% of schools in Malawi, and education authorities hope to achieve 100% goal by 2030. The launched policy has been produced with the support from Momentum, a global partnership for health and resilience, as well as USAID. Paul Mlooga, MBC, Salima.
The Malawi University of Business and Applied Sciences, MUBAS, has underscored the significance of research as a foundation for economic growth and development. The remarks were made during the opening of the second Research and Innovation Week in Blantyre. Chisomo Break reports.
The second Research and Innovation Week conference has brought together researchers and members of academia from 12 African countries, including Tanzania, Kenya, Cameroon, and others outside of Africa. They are here to share knowledge and cutting-edge innovation that will help in addressing challenges countries continue to face. In her keynote address, Professor Suzanne Frangra from Germany said the conference was crucial as there's widespread evidence that without research and innovation, there will be no new products to sustain people's lives and development. Making his speech, Dr. Kondwani Gondwe from the National Council of Science and Technology said research and innovation help to foster education excellency, address challenges, as well as boost the economic growth of any country.
The Research and Innovation Week, which is basically the second Research and Innovation Week for MUBAS, is very important for the country because it provides a forum where researchers at MUBAS, as well as the innovators within MUBAS, are able to exchange ideas and also showcase the outputs of their research and innovation activities from different faculties.
Farmers in the country have been advised to follow weather advisories to reduce risks associated with climate variations. Managing Director for SIDCO, Boyd Luwe, was speaking in Zuzu during a stakeholder conference. Chimwemwe Milulu reports.
Realizing the importance of optimizing crop growth and development through informed weather-based decisions, one of the seed companies in Malawi, SIDCO, held a stakeholder conference in Mzuzu. The company's managing director, Boyd Luwe, says apart from choosing the right seed, farmers need to follow weather advisories to maximize their crop production.
If a farmer buys a pack of fake seed that has got our brand on it, it affects our brand. So you start getting issues of non-germination, seed not growing with vigor, when in actual fact the farmer has been duped. So it concerns us as a company because our brand get affected, but also we feel for the smallholder farmer that he will have lost a season.
One of the agro dealers operating in the northern region, Rose Kalua, says many farmers do not realize the importance of using the right seed.
We are encouraging our farmers by making demonstration plots in the villages, making groups, visiting the cooperatives, introducing to them the varieties of maize seed from Seedco. According
to weather experts, some parts of the northern region are likely to experience La Nina, a weather phenomenon that will significantly affect rainfall patterns during the 2024-2025 growing season. Chimwemwe Milulu, MBC News, Mzuzu.
Newly elected Director of Youth for the Malawi Congress Party, Steve Baba Malondera, has pledged creation of sustainable channels that will help empower young people across the country. Malondera has emphasized the need for increased accessibility of loans and changing the mindset of the youth on handouts. He also said there is need for equitable youth empowerment initiatives for the Malawi 2063 agenda to materialize.
Would like to even escalate and reach out to as many as the youth as we can without necessarily throwing around party politics. We want to empower the youth of this great nation by ensuring that they have access to basic needs. Those who need to access loans, we need to put in place proper ways and methods to ensure that they have an access to loans. You may agree with me now that currently, if you want to access such loans, you need a collateral. Going forward, I want to take it upon myself to reach out to institutions of higher lending, even those lending institutions, be it National Youth Council, be it NIF, be it some of the small banks, so that we can waive the need for having a collateral. In that way, we can empower as many youth as we can. It is very, very sad that currently a lot of youth just wait for a political rally and get a transport refund, but we want to graduate from such petty amounts to having youths who can depend on themselves, youth who are capable of generating their own income, as at the same time ensure that whatever they're doing, they can even employ others.
Well, that item wraps up this edition of MBC News. A reminder of our top stories before we leave. President Chakwera hails the Muslim World League for complementing government efforts in promoting the welfare of vulnerable groups. Malawi Electoral Commission urges organizations accredited to carry out elections civic education to promote participation of all stakeholders, including voters. School feeding touted to be essential in combating malnutrition amongst school-going children. For more on these and other stories, follow our online platforms Facebook, X, and our website mbc.mw. You can access all MBC digital platforms by scanning the QR code at the top right corner of your TV screen. From me, Marcus Pasanje, and my sign language interpreter, Lynn Limponda, is thanks for watching and have a great night.